Hey, everybody. We are live on Driver Appreciation Day with our owner operator team to talk about some amazing things going on in the world of owner operators and especially how much we love them because our owner operators are fantastic. Am I right?
Truth.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My name is Jeff Moriarty. I'm the director of social media here, and I've got some special guests, people who actually know far more about the owner op world than I do. Ian, want to say hi?
Hey, everybody.
And then way down at the end, special guest bringing up, we've got the sort of increasing like facial hair going down here, and the gold medal goes to Addison Johnson down there.
Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Now you've been doing this a long time, Addison. Yeah.
I have. I've actually been with Swift for 13 years now, and I was a driver for them for 9 years. And so when it comes to Driver Appreciation Day, it's one of my favorite times. So, I mean, granted, it's just like a concentrated version of what every day should be for sure. But
Yeah. And I love to hear that because sometimes, people in the drivers, they hear people in the office and so on, and they're like, yeah, what do you guys know about it? And you clearly have the experience. You clearly have the chops to be doing this a while. So
I do, and I love my job. I do love my job.
Hey, Brian, hello. Okay, Brian stole my thunder here because the next thing I was going to say is, we're here live because we want to have a conversation. We love hearing from our drivers. If you are, just a regular driver and you're thinking about becoming an owner op or an existing owner op, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Say hi. We love to hear from you. Swift Contractor Corner. Well, I think we all know who that is. How you doing out there, Charlie? All right. So let's get going here. I think first up, well, let's talk about Driver Appreciation Day and what we got going on.
So here in Salt Lake, we are doing breakfast and lunch, and we've got some giveaways as well, of course. Just time for everybody to mingle. We love hearing stories in and out, good or bad. Not only is Appreciation Day time to appreciate the drivers, but it's also time to voice any opinions on how we can be better. In every aspect of the industry. And that's just a Swift mentality of just always being the best. And so anything you guys need or want, don't hesitate. Come on by.
Yeah,
So
go ahead. No.
I was just going to say real quick. Sorry, Jeff. We do have breakfast and lunch. In the evening they're going to have pizza at the shop, so we even have dinner for you guys too. So make sure and stop by.
Fantastic. And I think, hey, free food, giveaways. Who doesn't like that? But I like it. I'm not going to get any of that today, but it's for the drivers, right? But the big thing I think about Driver Appreciation Day is that opportunity, like you said, has to give that feedback. Everybody I know. So I'm out of Phoenix here, and when we have Driver Appreciation Day or Driver Appreciation Week, talking to the drivers, hearing what's going on, hearing what's on their mind, and getting a chance to really connect and meet them in person. I mean, that to me is the thing that I really love about it. Not to minimize the free pizza, but grab that stuff and say hi to somebody. I don't know anybody here who doesn't want to talk to the drivers and hear from them about what they got going on.
Exactly.
All right. So we have
Marcos.
some specific recognitions, right? Some very specific appreciation that we want to show for our drivers coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a couple of drivers that are actually paying their trucks off. So they've leased it, and now they're paying it off. They're going to get their pink slip for it. In fact, one of them, Winston, he actually paid his off a couple of weeks ago, and then we've got one coming up here. I believe he'll be finished next week, and that's Albert. So congratulations,
Awesome.
you guys. That's
Ooh.
amazing to get to that point and be in a position where no more truck payment. So it's pretty
No
cool.
more truck payment. Complete freedom.
Yep.
Yeah. Props to both those guys. This is a lot of hard work, but it's one of the great things about being an owner op, right? You can start, that you get your truck, it's your truck. We're going to talk a little bit about this later, and you've got your own business. It's really yours in a really special way. So let's see here. Oh, and there's one more that I want to make sure that we shout out. Now, this is a little bit different area here, but there's a driver who has an autism awareness truck, right? And now, Addison, you know Mike here, right?
I do. Yep. I helped Mike get on over here at Swift. Awesome guy. And from day one, he was very enthusiastic about making this happen. And so um, it was a long journey to get him to this point. And from me talking to him just the other week there, he is very excited to finally have this. Our guy over in decals there, Alex, you the man. Appreciate your time and effort, man. That truck looks amazing. Go ahead there, Jeff.
No, I was gonna just agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean,
Yeah.
not only so as I understand it here, right? I know Mike as well as you, but like Isaiah, that's his son, right?
That is his son, correct? Yep, and he is diagnosed with autism, and so yeah, this cause is very dear and near to Mike's heart, and he was just absolutely ecstatic about it.
And I guess when he picked up his truck, he FaceTimed with Isaiah to show him the truck.
Oh, no, I see. I didn't
And
know that. That's awesome.
and isn't that great? And
That's so
then
cool.
and again, now this is beautiful. I love the cause. I love everything so far. But we have a dinosaur with sunglasses. I don't understand. I don't understand why every truck doesn't have a dinosaur with sunglasses on it. I mean, that to me, that is amazing right there. Is that not
Epitome of
beautiful?
cool. Epitome of cool. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's got this great, thing on his side here. So just, huge shout out to Mike and this autism awareness truck that he's got going on, and yeah, just beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
and give him a shout. He loves talking about owner ops and the cause in general. So super nice guy. So if you see him out there, don't hesitate to say hi.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to take a question real quick?
Absolutely.
All right. Got a question from Marcos. And there we go. Doing a mentor time right now, and he'd like to become an owner operator. What are the requirements?
So we do like to see 9 months of experience. Biggest things to work on during that time while you're getting there is safety, and then of course being productive. Things you can kind of do to help better yourself as far as being a business owner. Keep track of your fuel cost. I know it's Swift's fuel at that point, but eventually, if that's your plan, it'll be your fuel. And keeping track of those costs, knowing how that truck operates to just be running as efficient as possible. Efficiency is king in Swift's owner op program. Yep.
All right. So if you've got any other questions or you just want to say hi, shout out, leave a comment. Love to hear from you. All right. Now, you mentioned, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but has anyone else seen that fuel is up a little bit? Like, I guess that's a thing. You want to talk about that? Because I know that. So I'm joking. I should, because it's pretty nuts out there. Even just filling up my car, let alone filling up a truck. So
You almost have to laugh at it. That is for
yeah.
dang sure. That is for dang sure. And this is where being with the right company is important. And this is like I've been with Swift forever, and they do whatever they can to take care of, especially their owner operators. And with that is our fuel surcharge, our fuel protection plan, whatever you'd like to call it there. It's paid by the mile, adjusted weekly to the cost of diesel, and you can almost guarantee that if you're contracted to Swift, the rising cost of diesels will not be the reason that you're out of business. Just with that protection plan, it's going to cover you. It's going to cover you. So, and then of course we do get discounts at the pumps, and then also discount at all of the terminals, 38 or 40 of them. We got discounts everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeff, sorry, I don't mean to jump in, but the fuel protection program is better right now than as fuel is as high as it's ever been than it is when fuel's $2 a gallon. It gives the owner way more opportunity to pay far less for their fuel. And it really just comes down to getting good fuel consumption, getting good fuel economy. So if you're up in the 7.5 or better range, you're probably not paying anything for your fuel right now. Your fuel protection pays for all of the fuel that you're putting in the truck. And if it's not, it certainly could if you're doing things the right way. So, and if anybody has any questions about that, don't hesitate. Call Addison, call me. And something that we can help you to understand better. And I know we had some Charlie on here from the Contractors Corner also
Yep.
said something about that in there. So I know he's on here and would be happy to probably get that information out to people too. So
Yeah, and I was you took the other thing I was going to say before, and that's to make, if you have any questions about this, to call and talk to somebody, because I you see the prices go up, it can be kind of shocking, but I don't understand why it's something that should be a worry to drivers. They got bigger things on their mind. And
well,
if
it can be
you,
scary.
yeah, well, if you don't drive for Swift, then you're like, that sounds pretty amazing. Well, spoiler,
Mhm.
it is. So this is why you need to call. Wait, let me change the number down there. Boom, right there at the bottom. Call that number, go to swiftownerops.com and talk to them about it. It's, again, there's a lot of, yes, we're biased about driving for Swift, but there's some good reasons for it, right?
Yeah.
We got a question. We can shift over here. So Ironman wants to know, I'm a veteran. Are there any benefits to being an owner operator as a veteran?
So go ahead,
Oh, go
Addison.
ahead. I was just going to mention, so as far as being an independent contractor, biggest thing to remember is you are a business owner. And so as far as the extra doodads that you get as a company driver, usually that's just from a base standpoint. Whereas in a contractor, you get your contractor's rate. Something I can tell you though, because I have dealt with some vets as far as getting their own truck, is talk to the VA about possibly getting a small business loan or something like that to actually go get your own truck and bring it inside Swift and still
There you
be
go.
able to take advantage
Yeah.
of the pay structure and the fuel surcharges.
There you go. Great idea.
And the freight. Yep.
I have a question here about Driver Appreciation Day. Sean wants to know, and I get this, it comes up every time. Driver appreciation is cool, but what about drivers that can't make it to a terminal?
The drivers are actually working. Is that
They're, I guess, driving. I mean, who would
and
have
that
thought that actually they do that?
Yeah, and as a driver myself, like I said, I definitely understand that standpoint. I always gave it a chuckle. It's like, okay, they want us to come in to get free stuff, but I'm out working. And it really just comes down to that this is just a concentration day of a driver appreciation. I would like to think that Swift and its mass is going to give that general mentality and just everyday life updates, upgrades as far as that appreciation on the daily as well for the drivers who are out there working and making money. So
Yeah. And, and I get it. It's a completely legitimate question. We can't obviously get every driver off the road through a terminal on one day. It's just not practical. And I know when we do Driver Appreciation Week, we make a big effort to try to make sure that you get the giveaways. If you can't make it to a terminal, we'll hold it for you and so on. And that's coming up in September.
September.
So, all right. Well, let's go back on to reasons we love and support our owner ops. And that's, I think, the support network that we've got here, right?
That is correct. Our service here on the owner ops operator side is full circle. You come to me, we get you started, we find you a truck, I hand you over to your OOC, which is a designated owner operator driver manager. And then as far as business standpoint, we have a rapid response and mechanical team. Day and night, anybody's available for any business questions, any freight questions, anything like that. And that just kind of stands to the point of Swift making sure that their owners are cared for and taken care of on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, it's a intense job being a driver. I mean, you're in not only just dealing with everything on the road on the day to day, but you've got everything going on in the market, and it's going up, it's going down, freight's up, freight's, shifting positions, and it's all over the place. And since the pandemic started, there have been a number of carriers that have gone out of business. And again, one of the benefits of Swift is you've got the like the time we've been in business and this huge support network behind you, and the number of customers that we have and the amount of freight that we have. There's just really nobody else like us.
Agreed. The stability, the assuredness that Swift offers anybody who's drove with a small company, drove independent, understands really the value in Swift's owner op program. And you want to make sure that you use the program to work for you. Run the business the way you want, and just use Swift's tools to do that. So, and then just being partnered with Swift, it's hard to beat the largest trucking company in the industry as a business partner. So
what are you gonna do, right? So, and again, one of the other things that one of the many things that Swift offers is that ability to become an owner op, right? So if you're get into driving, you like it, you really want to start your own business out of it, and you're a company driver and you want to lease a truck, we can help you with that too.
Exactly, and that's actually what I'm for. And use me and abuse me, And so we will. We can even take your company check, run the numbers identical to what had been on the owner operator side, to really see if that business move is a good fit for you. Now, not everyone's meant to be a business owner. Not everybody's meant to be an owner operator. But if you think you are, or know you are, or you want to just check it out, please give the recruiters a call. We'll go over every tiny little aspect of it to make sure that it's a good fit for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just add a little bit to that, where there really isn't many businesses or business opportunities that you can get into and make the kind of money that you can make as a driver or as an owner operator. And having the ability to do that with virtually no money out of your own pocket. I mean, you've got $150,000 asset, and starting your business without having to have a big deep pockets, or a whole bunch of money set aside to do that. It's an opportunity to start a business that isn't available in many other arenas, especially at Swift. So
and with the no money down, no credit check, and we give, depending on the special, running anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks of no truck payment, you're literally able to build a business from scratch, really just on the sweat of your brow and the labor of your back, as the saying goes. So
well, and you got oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to actually answer Kenneth there. I think he had a question. So on the major fuel stops, you get a 5-cent discount off the cash price at the pump there. And Ian, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's correct.
Yep.
So we'll get back to see if you have any questions, get them in now. Here we're in the home stretch. But so a lot of our owner ops, I mean, we've got a lot of people have single trucks, right? I think even Mike that we talked about before with his autism truck. I mean, got his own biz, got his own truck. He's supporting a cause that he loves. I mean, but we've got multiple trucks. We've got. Do we know offhand what the largest is?
Do you believe DSW fleet owner? Would that be considered?
Are you talking about fleet owners?
Yeah.
Yeah. DSW is a huge fleet owner for us, but or maybe an outlier as far as giant, huge fleets inside of Swift. But we certainly have a lot of guys that have multiple trucks. Some,
right.
2, 3, 4 trucks is not out of the ordinary, and the opportunity is still the same, right? Now, you may have to put a little bit more up front on your second and third and fourth truck, but getting an opportunity to have a fleet of 2, 3, or 4 trucks,
sure,
certainly available here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And having the freight, the comfort of knowing that your business is built on top of this massive freight basket, where you're not having to be the one to figure out where the loads are coming from to service your 4 trucks. You're able to just really rely on the support that we have in the driver leaders and stuff at Swift. So it's
great. So if somebody was calling you, Addison, and they're like, "Hey, I'm thinking about I want to become an owner op. I want to pick up a truck." What are like the top question or two or three, however many off the top of your head you would ask them that they should be asking themselves? If somebody's watching this thinking, I might want to do that. I've thought about it. I'm on the fence. What questions would you ask them?
One of the first conversations we have is I really ask them what is trucking to you? You know, is it just a job? Is it just something you're checking out? Or do you just love the environment and you're ready to make it your career, make it your life? That's really the best way to answer whether being an owner operator is for you. And so, you know, the guys that just love the industry, love the freedom of being a driver. I'm still trying to get used to being in four walls all the time. So that's probably number one, just kind of what trucking is to them. You know, because there are being an owner. I mean, you're starting a business, right? There's a lot. There's a lot going on, and so you want to make sure that that's going to coincide what you have going on in life at that point. B is making sure they understand just all the numbers, what their fixed costs are, what their variable costs are, where's going to be their break even point, which we do have an amazing partnership with an accounting service called ATBS that you guys can work very closely with. You know, so any questions as far as financing and accounting, those guys are awesome. They'll take good care of you. And then I mean, that's the main two really is just, and then making sure, my friend, how you been?
Yeah. So love to see that.
Exactly. And that MRP program, honestly, that's my favorite program in the entire industry here. Just with really giving that security. MRP trucks, just case, you know, just a quick recap there. Payments only range like 450 to 470. Still low mileage trucks. You're looking on average 350, if not less. And then just with that security of the MRP warranty, which you contribute 12 cents per mile, that truck's pretty much taken care of with that. And so just that assuredness and security that you have that platform to build a business and not have a repair take you out, it's an awesome feeling. So
all right. Thank you. All right. Do we want to anything else either of you gentlemen want to add before we start taking a few more questions?
as far as I'm good.
All right. Hey, Ian.
Yes, sir.
We've done a bunch of live streams together.
Right.
Do you think that we could actually have a live stream, have a chat of any kind, and not talk about the load board?
Yes. We can do that now. Actually, I'm good with it. So I think Brett's probably the best person to weigh in on that. I'll defer to him, but I will say that I've been hearing that there are some things happening here in the next week to 2 weeks that are going to be pretty exciting. So it's I don't have the details. Don't read into that any more than what I just said, but we haven't had movement like we wanted in a while, and we're getting that movement now, and so things are looking pretty exciting for it. So.
All right. Yeah, I know there's not always a lot to say, but if we don't say it, and plus it's tradition now, right? So,
Yeah.
all right. What other questions we got? Do you see any in here that you want to?
I saw a chart. Someone asked about trucks there, and Charlie kind of touched base on it. Yes, the truck market right now, absolutely insane still. I mean, outside of Swift, the prices are just insanely inflated, just absolutely crazy. You know, fortunately, we work for a very ethical company, and they are still able to maintain a very reasonable amount for that truck, and just having trucks in general. Used trucks, we've got a very large range of. The newer trucks, yes, very hard to get. There's no doubt about that. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. Can it happen? Maybe. But understand though, with our used truck program, we give a 30-day mechanical warranty. Anything goes on mechanical with that truck, Swift takes care of, no questions asked. And the used trucks, they're still under manufacturer warranty, so still solid program. And then of course, my favorite, the MRP program. You know, we have trucks, which are the main a big factor for sure in this industry.
All right. I think that's getting through most of them here.
I did see one in there. it looks like Iron Man was asking, can you buy the truck rather than lease it from Swift? And that's something that we don't have. So we um, we don't have financing. What we have is the lease programs, and Addison touched on a couple of them: the MRP, the normal lease program, and then the FX lease program. So you have the opportunity after completing that lease to purchase the truck, but this isn't a purchase program, if that makes sense. So
Why would Swift want to help me make more money? I think from day one, I think Swift has always been an owner operator advocate, for
yeah.
sure. And so they're not going to hold you back from anything you want to be. What they're trying to do is just give tools to help you get to that point and still be associated with us. So
100%. Zion has a question. How many miles do you have to be an owner op? Touched on this a little bit before, but go ahead.
yeah, so we could either do a mileage, which we like to see 80,000, or 9 months of experience. There could be, for specific situations where they have business backgrounds or stuff like that, we could definitely check into it. So any questions on where those lines are, please call in. And I'm just in the Salt Lake City terminal. I'm here all day, every day. I got a cot just back there. So if stop on by. I love talking truck. Like I said, I love my job. I love talking truck, and I love talking business with these.
Fantastic.
one more real quick, Panda. There is no credit check. So his question was, is there a credit check? So we don't have a credit check. So we really just qualify each person based on their driving history and their record there. So,
and I also want to recognize Panda's complete commitment to that name there. So it's you got a Panda Trucking. We got little pandas on the side, right? And I kind of have a hunch that Panda, I know where they're going to be eating lunch.
Panda Express.
Panda Express. So fantastic. All right. All right. I think we got most of them through here. So let's kind of wrap it up. You want to give a quick recap for anybody who tuned in late about what we got going on up at West Valley and the different terminals for driver appreciation?
Absolutely. So West Valley, yeah, we've got a breakfast until 10:30. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, all the good stuff there, and then a lasagna for lunch. And so definitely stop on by. The shop the cafe does a really good job on that. And then Ian mentioned the shop is doing pizza for dinner out there. Yeah.
And if you can't get in, then I hope you can feel the love and appreciation coming through this this broadcast right here, because we appreciate all of you out there working hard.
Absolutely.
All right. Any final words of wisdom, either one of you guys?
No, I think we're good. I appreciate the fact that you guys are all tuning in, and absolutely want to make sure that you understand from me, from Addison, from Jeff, that we 100% appreciate what you guys do every day. And Addison has more of appreciation than I've never been a driver on the road. He's got some appreciation for what it takes to continue to do what you guys do every day. I try to have that same understanding, but I'm not going to claim that I've been out there doing it. So it's something that we couldn't live without, and we love that you guys are out there and working with us. So
exactly, and that's really what I wanted to jump on here today and just tell you guys, just from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every tiny thing about the trucking industry, about the drivers, and just I appreciate you.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Love you guys, and be safe out there.
all right.
Bye.